What is up, everybody? My name is Justin. This is Forever Self-Employed. In today's video, we're going to be talking about the easiest ways to get more customers for your pressure washing business. We're also going to be taking a look at a job that we recently completed, and the way that we landed this job is because we were doing a job at another house in this neighborhood, and the owner of this house was walking their dog. They saw us working. They said, hey, can we also get a quote? We went out, did a quote. The quote got accepted, and here we are doing this job, making more money off of leveraging another house in the neighborhood. So I got to thinking as I was cutting up some of this footage, that would be a great title for today's video. Easiest ways to get more customers for your pressure washing business. And basically every way that we're going to be talking about in today's video is all about leveraging every single job that you get into more work. So some of these things you probably already heard of. However, if you're not doing every single one of these things, this will be a good refresher for you and a good reminder that you're not taking full advantage of every single job that you're getting. But before we get into how we can get more customers, I do want to mention that we are currently doing a 20% off sale on every course and marketing material on our resource page. So if you guys haven't checked it out already, check out the first link in the comment section and the description. Everything is discounted 20% when you use the code Uncle Sam at checkout, and it's only running for the next couple of days. So be sure to check it out as soon as possible if you're interested in taking advantage of the offer. So with that out of the way, let's go ahead and talk about the easiest ways to get more pressure washing customers. First and foremost, and you guys probably already know this, get reviews. Right? So whenever we do a job, one of the most important pieces is that we get a review. The second important piece is that we get a before and after picture. Now, some houses aren't as good as others with before and after pictures. Some houses aren't as dirty. However, if we get reviews and we get before and after pictures, it's incredibly powerful. But when we combine them and we get a review with a before and after picture, it makes the testimonial much more powerful. So first thing that we need to do to get more pressure washing customers is every job that we do, we need to get before and after pictures, and we need to get reviews. And then we need to get them to leave reviews wherever we got the job from. So if we got it from Google My Business, they would leave it on Google My Business. Or if we got it from Facebook, they could leave it on Facebook. Or if we got it from Nextdoor, they could leave it on Nextdoor. Either that or wherever you want to build the most reviews at, you could easily get them to just do it there. So if you landed on Facebook, but you want to build your Google My Business reviews, you could get them to leave a GMB review off of a Facebook. So whatever you do, just get reviews and get before and after pictures. And when you combine them, they're going to become much more powerful. That's the first way to get more customers. The second way is going to be ask to be posted in the neighborhood Facebook page. So whenever I first started my business, I would pass out flyers in order to get jobs. And this one particular neighborhood I remember because it was a big neighborhood, I passed out easily 200 to 300 flyers in this neighborhood. I landed one job off of it. After the job, I said, hey, would you mind posting a picture of my flyer in your neighborhood Facebook page? They said absolutely no problem. After they posted a testimonial with my before and after picture, I ended up getting 5 more jobs in that neighborhood. So it was incredibly valuable for me. So if you're doing a job in a neighborhood, ask to be posted in the neighborhood Facebook page. It's going to be a great way for you to get in front of all of those neighbors, right? The next thing is 5 up, 5 down. I actually got this from Mike, and basically what it is when you finish a job, you hit 10 surrounding houses in the neighborhood with flyers. So you do 5 houses up the street, 5 houses down the street. And this is incredibly important because you're basically trying to leverage every single job that you get into more work. Now, if you're slow and you don't have any other jobs, I would recommend you hit the whole neighborhood entirely. If you don't have anywhere else to go after you finish a job, hit that entire neighborhood with flyers. If you want to take it a step further, though, you could actually door knock on every one of those houses. So if you're in a hurry, you can door knock 5 houses up, 5 houses down, try to see if you can get some quotes. Or if you have plenty of time, you can door knock the entire neighborhood. And then you don't even have to leave it up to chance on whether or not they got your flyer, because you're door knocking every door. And if they don't answer because they're not there, leave them a flyer. So door knocking is a good way to go. I don't personally like door knocking because I don't like to advertise in ways that I don't like to be advertised to, and I don't want anybody knocking on my door. However, we did have an inner circle member that in his first week of business, all he did was door knock, and he ended up doing $7,000 in quotes. So door knocking can be incredibly beneficial for you. It's just you're going to have to be very comfortable with rejection. Either way, the principle is still there. Once you complete a job in the neighborhood, you need to be passing out at least 5 flyers up the street, 5 flyers down the street. Pass out flyers in the whole neighborhood if you want to take it up a notch. And if you want to take it a step further, door knock every single house in the neighborhood. Another thing that I like to do is I always smile and wave at everybody walking around the subdivision while we're doing work, or anybody driving a car in the subdivision, riding a bike. Anybody doing anything in that subdivision while I'm working, I'm looking up, I'm waving, and I'm smiling, because oftentimes whenever people are passing by, they're super nosy. They want to see what's going on. They see the truck out in front. They see me working. I look up, I smile, I wave, and they're like, hey, do you do pressure washing? I'm like, absolutely. Hey, can you do a quote for us? Absolutely. So one of the biggest things is I always smile, I always wave, I'm always looking friendly, I'm always going, hey, how are you guys, whenever I'm doing work in a neighborhood, because all it takes is for them to go, hey, can you please come do a quote at our house? And I'm like, yep. And that's another job that we can leverage off of the job that we're currently doing. Another thing that we can do is every job that you get, put out a yard sign in that customer's yard, or you can do it at the front of the neighborhood, or you can do it at the exit of the neighborhood. Whatever you do, you can just leverage yard signs in order to get more business. You can always ask the customer, hey, is it okay if I put a yard sign out in your yard for a week? Yeah, that's perfectly fine. Put it out there. Maybe you could potentially get some more customers off the yard sign. And if you didn't get anybody, when you come back to pick it up, you can pass out flyers in the whole neighborhood. But leverage yard signs whenever you complete a job. Last thing I want to talk to you guys about with regards to the easiest ways to get more pressure washing customers is keep up with every single customer that you service and service them every year. Make them a recurring customer. Basically, you only need to fill 1 year of business in order to be busy every single year, because you could just continue to hit the same customers every year, and just keep rotating them. So if you're not keeping up with your customers, check out the second link in the comment section description. That is going to be a link to a CRM trial that's going to allow you to keep up with customers, collect payments, and send invoices. It's going to help you to keep all your information in one database, so that way you're not losing these people on pieces of paper and just your phone and trying to keep it up to your memory. It's all in one place. So make sure you get a CRM, make sure you're keeping up with all your customers, and make sure you're servicing them every single year. So let's go ahead and get a recap. First things first, we want to get reviews, we want to get before and after pictures. We want to ask to be posted in the neighborhood Facebook page. After we do a job, we want to pass out flyers 5 houses up, 5 houses down, at least in the neighborhood. We could take it a step further by door knocking those houses, or by passing out flyers to the whole neighborhood, or by door knocking the whole neighborhood. We also want to smile and wave at every single person who passes us by while we're working. We want to try to leverage yard signs, either with the customer that we just serviced, or at the front of the neighborhood, or at the exit of the neighborhood. And lastly, we want to keep up with every single customer and service them every single year. So everything on this list is about leveraging the positive interaction you've just had with the customer in order to get more work. So if you become a master at that, you can really scale your business very quickly. So if you guys enjoyed the video, the word of the day is going to be leverage. Comment that down below and I'll hashtag you a real one. My name is Justin. This is Forever Self-Employed. If you did enjoy it, hit the thumbs up button, subscribe to the channel, and check out the first link in the comment section description if you want to save 20% on all the courses and all the marketing material. But my name is Justin. This is Forever Self-Employed. And until next time, hustle hard and get that money, baby. Peace.